Hello, Marissa. How are you doing today?
I'm doing okay.
Mm,
How are you?
Okay. How was your week?
It was all right. Uh,
Mm,
Busy. Yeah,
mm.
I worked a lot this week, so.
Oh, okay. Well, today, like a week ago, we discussed about the next part of our session. We'll be discussing on treatment planning. So the way treatment planning works is that based on um, your issues with having anxiety and the panic attacks, um,
Mm.
we I would work with you on trying to find goals in helping you with them. So the goals that you set are the ones that you feel that would work for you. So what kind of goals do you think that would help you?
Well, I think my main goal, I suppose, would be to get the panic attacks to stop. Um, I don't know if that's even possible, if that's just something, I have to live with now. I don't know, but that would be ideal at this
Mhm.
point.
Okay. So what strategies do you think would work for you in order for them to stop?
Hmm, that's a good question. Um, Maybe like yoga.
Yoga.
Um, I mean, I've never tried it before, but I know people say it helps them, you know, control their breathing and relax and all that. So maybe it would work for me. I don't know.
Yoga. Okay. So when do you think would be the best time for you to do yoga?
Like what time of day?
Well, let's work on um besides the time of day, yes, but also like situational, like, you know, before class, before work, or
Okay.
um
Um, I would probably say, regardless of what's going on during the day, probably just in the morning.
in the morning.
Um, I think another good time would be like maybe before I have a test,
Hmm.
um, or like a final exam. I'll have final exams coming up in the next few weeks. So, maybe trying to, get a yoga or meditation session in before my exam might
Mm,
help me.
yeah. So what time is your schedule for school?
Um, it's different. Most of my classes are in the mornings.
In the morning?
But then I have a couple that are in the afternoon.
Okay. So, since you have classes in the morning, depending on the time, um, maybe you could see morning or afternoon, based on your schedule.
Mm-hmm.
So, like for like, so what would be the best time for the mornings?
Um, what do you mean? Like,
Like when you have a class in the afternoon, so it would, you know, what it seemed like it would make sense to do your yoga in the morning, right? And vice versa.
mm-hmm.
So what would work for you in the morning? What time exactly?
Um, Maybe like 7.
7 a.m.
Yeah.
You think that could work for you? That
Yeah, I feel like that would give me,
mhm.
enough time to do my yoga or whatever, and still have time to get ready and get to class and be on time.
So how long would you be doing the yoga?
Um, I don't know. I'll probably start small, so probably maybe like 15 minutes, maybe,
15 minutes.
and just increase it when I feel like I need to.
Hmm. So what particular days would work for you? That that would be in the morning, for the morning.
Probably Tuesdays and Thursdays.
Thursdays and Thursdays. Okay. So when you have, based on your schedule on the evening, what particular time?
Um,
Okay.
well, maybe, I don't know. I could probably, I mean, I could still do it in the morning, right?
When you have morning classes, you think you could handle doing yoga in the morning?
Yeah, I think so.
So what would be your earliest class?
8:30.
So 8:30. So how would you be able to fit yoga in the morning?
I mean, I just get up a little earlier.
Okay. Yeah.
Um,
I guess you're a morning person.
sometimes.
Yeah.
Um,
That's good.
so I mean, if I just get up like, I don't know, like 15 minutes
Mm.
earlier than I normally do, and
Oh,
it'll give me some time
so what time would that be
that I would get up.
for yoga?
Um, maybe like 7:30.
1:30. Yeah. Okay. And that would be what days?
That would be
Oh, was it
Monday, Wednesday, Friday.
Wednesday, Monday, Wednesday, Friday?
Mm.
Oh, that's a whole week of yoga then, every day. Wow. Okay. Well, if you are able to do it, that for a whole week, that'll be good. But if you're not, that's okay too.
Mm.
So, but it setting up the time and should help you keep a schedule for yoga. Um, so what other type of activities do you think can help you with um, your panic attacks?
Um, maybe like exercise.
Exercise?
Yeah.
What kind of exercise do you
Um, maybe just like walking.
walking? Okay, that's good. That's good. So how would you keep track on um following through with your goals? What what do you think, like for example, um if you say, okay, I would on Tuesdays and Thursdays I'll take 15 minutes around 7 o'clock in the morning to do yoga,
Mm-hmm.
right? how would you keep track of yourself following through um, with your plan?
Um, Maybe I could just like set an alarm in my phone.
Oh, okay.
Um, so that when it goes off, then I'll know like, okay, it's time for me to do yoga.
Oh, okay. Setting an alarm sounds like a great strategy because sometimes you can't you oversleep or
Mm-hmm.
definitely. So you said that your goals are your goal is to um, try to maintain the panic attacks and from coming through. And you said you would do yoga on certain
Mm-hmm.
day on certain days to help you with your I guess your emotional um, feelings of anxiety
Mm-hmm.
and putting an alarm would help you to remember and also help you to uh, wake up at a certain time to start your yoga, which is a great idea. Um, so, what else do you feel that actually what would how do you know that your panic attacks are you know not as frequent? How would you know that the plan is working? Right.
Um, I mean, I guess it would just be them happening less often.
Yeah.
So I mean, at this point, they happen almost every day.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so I guess once I reach a point where it's not happening every day,
Mm-hmm.
then I would know that what I'm doing is working.
Okay. So if they happen maybe twice a week and not every day,
Mm-hmm.
um, or once a week, or um, do you feel that you made progress? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Definitely. Because although you are able to still have your panic attacks,
Mm-hmm.
um, uh, when they're not as frequent, then it doesn't mean that your plan, your goals are not being achieved.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Um, so I would like you to also have a journal, have a
Okay.
journal, and you can in your journal you can um, you know maybe the write about how you're feeling, and then also within the journal you can also um, acknowledge whether your panic attacks are not as often occurring.
Okay.
Does that sound good?
Yeah. Yeah, that sounds good.
Okay.
I think
Oh,
it'll help me keep track of,
mhm.
how often they're happening and,
Yeah,
how I'm feeling when they're happening.
yeah. Um, so you're so as you continue on for your week, you could start you know a- as soon as Monday or so
Mm-hmm.
for your plan, whatever works for you. But you could start, going through with your goals, um,
Okay.
taking those steps that would help you. Okay.
Okay.
So, do you have any additional ideas that you want to discuss about, the strategies that you could take when you do have panic attacks?
Um, I think like in addition to making them less frequent, I
Mhm.
think something I would want is like a way that I can um like how do you say it? Like not like shorten them, I guess. Like
Mhm.
once I'm actively in a panic attack, if I could find a way that works to make it stop.
Mhm. So, what do you think you can do?
I don't know. I feel like I've tried a lot of things. I've tried, you know, trying to control my breathing, and I've tried grounding myself. I tried going outside and just kind of like breathing in fresh air. Um, I don't know, it just seems like everything that I've tried to make it stop doesn't really make it stop.
Hmm. Okay. Well, I think maybe when, I guess, preparing for certain situations that probably would bring on the panic attacks might be helpful as well.
Mhm.
Yeah. Um, so as the weeks go by and you start with the yoga, and we'll see how well it works, and at any time if there you need any adjustments to your goal, um we could do that as well. Okay.
Okay.
So, well, I will see you next week, um hopefully the same time. If you want to schedule a different appointment, you could do that at the front desk. Okay.
Okay.
Uh,
Okay.
so how do you feel so far about what we discussed?
I mean, I feel okay. I think, having the goals is good for me. It gives me something to look forward to. But it also makes me really nervous because,
Mhm.
I don't know if I'm going to be able to find something that works for me. And that's kind of scary.
Mm. All right. So we'll get into it a little bit more and see how the the strategies and your goals are working out, the planning.
Okay.
So I see you next week.
Okay. Sounds
Okay.
good.
All right. Have a nice week.